Hello, guys. Hey, I'm live. I love to do, I mean, I don't love to do, but this is unannounced live, and apologize always is unannounced because I'm really unorganized and I really apologize for it. And at least today, I'm happy that I set up my camera. Hey, Jess, how are you doing, my friend? I hope today's a clearer picture because I finally set up my Nikon uh, to stream on this live. So so let's wait a few minutes. Maybe somebody will join. Yeah. So today I went out today. If you guys see the my thumbnail of this live, went to Costco to get some grocery. Yeah, it is a little bit better, right? Yeah. Somehow it's weird though. This camera, like it's focused continuously. Focus. I set it on, but it doesn't really continuously focus, so it's kind of weird. Today, my videos is I have it on Huacheng Bay and Shenzhen. So those were the like tech videos I did, the reviews on those headphones. So I hope it was you know interesting. So when you guys have time, can check out my playlist there and see what's going on. Yeah. So yeah. So hey, Dennis. Dennis is my buddy. How are you doing, Dennis? How are you? How's everything on your side of the world? On like what time are you guys now? It's almost 9 o'clock here. 8:46 Monday. Yeah, and I almost I thought about doing. Oh yeah, those are pretty good, right? And they're cheap. So like when they get old, those earbuds, and there's like $35. You don't even worry that to repair or anything. Just toss them away and find a new model with more functions, right? Oh, Dennis, yeah, I'm glad that you are good there. Yeah, so I went to Costco today, and I think you saw me with the toilet paper again. There was 30 rows, and it was kind of weird because the toilet rolls, we were shopping there like just for half an hour. We just want to get our stuff, be really organized, buy our stuff, and then just go in, buy, and just go home, right? That's usually the deal. You don't want to hang around, unnecessarily, and you don't want to go to crowded places and stuff like that. um, so today we almost we were lining up to leave, and suddenly some guys at the back, they just push out a trolley, just one trolley, that's it, a really big trolley with toilet paper, and there are only like 50 packages there. So they just randomly put it out and just left it in the hallway. So people just you know everybody just went and grabbed a roll of toilet paper. Wow, it's almost 11. Wow, it's kind of late, right? Oh, hey, that's good, Dennis. You have these hazmat suits. Yeah, because I think I heard the news in the states that they're gonna run out of supply like in a month's time, and that's no good. Yeah, and all those face masks today, and groceries items and stuff like that. And Jesse, you're the professional guy, right? You have everything hazmat. Those you were showing me those really good goggles and stuff, the protection gear. Those are really professional stuff. I wouldn't even know what name to search on them or anything to get them. And today actually was mom's uh, day to go to get her prescription. And so I just had mom in the car because I don't know, do you have to be there in person? So I had mom, she wear the face mask, and I had some sanitizers, Lysol wet tissues to clean her hands. And and as a matter of fact, she had a doctor's appointment today. So nowadays, a few doctors already called her, which was good, and they told her, "Don't, please don't go to the hospital now. It's not a good time. We do phone consultation now." So usually the doctors now, they would call, they will say, "Okay, uh, I'm doing, like, for example, I'm doing your heart or whatever." Okay, so the heart doctor would say, the nurse would tell you, oh, the doctor's going to call you tomorrow at 1 o'clock. And if you have any questions or anything, they're going to do the consultation on the phone line, which is very interesting because you don't want seniors to go to a hospital now, right? And another thing, they wanted to have a sample of urine sample. So yesterday I just got some sample and I just took it to the lab. So when they have the lab, they send the report to the hospital, so the doctors look at it. So it's like it's in a sequence. So after they see these results, they send it off to the hospital. Hospitals see it goes to the specialist, and the specialist analyze everything, and they'll go to they call the patient and then discuss how's everything and the levels and everything like that. So that was it. And I got one box of masks. It's 50 pieces, and it's a 4-ply, and it has a carbon. The last layer is a carbon, charcoal carbon or whatever, and it was 50, so $40 US for 50 masks. So do you think that's a ripoff? I wanted to get more, but I think people might be in need, so I just got 50, just in case my mom has to go out and stuff like that. Yeah, and they're really yeah, activated carbon layer. Jesse, you know it, right? So then, as at the tribal reservation pharmacy, they give us 2 months prescription, which is good for my. Oh, that's great. Yeah, because I mean, for us, right, younger people, I'm not that young, but younger people, that we can take care of ourselves. We can do our own shopping. We can do our everything together, right? But don't uh, go into crowded areas. That's one of their main objections. So we did that for mom, and today we got the prescription. So they said, okay, it's not necessary for your mom to come down. Just so what we did is just left her in the car, and we just went and grabbed this prescription. And one thing about Canada, it's really, hey, Mr. Bitch, how are you doing? How's life, man? You still able to work? I hope you're still able to work. You got to get the greens in, right? Oh, okay. So Jesse, those keeps the foul out odor and stuff like that. Yeah, and another thing I was discussing with the um, with the pharmacy today. I was saying that it's good if you have a virus yourself, like an infection, or no, how do you say that? Have a influenza, flu, cough, cold, or a virus or something like that. It's good to wear the sick people to wear a mask, right? But I told her it's not really useful if you weren't sick and you're trying to wear a mask. So you guys tell me, and I'm right. So if the guy next to me has the virus and I'm a little bit close to them, and those droplets or airborne moisture, that medical mask won't protect me. And I told her, I think the better one is to wear the goggles and to wear a N95 mask. And she said, no, 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 you don't need that. All you need is to wear our mask, the 4-layer mask, and you'll be safe. So I don't know about that one. But what I believe is the N95 that can really block all these things, right? Oh dear. So life. Okay, so let's. Thank you, guys. Thank you for joining me tonight. It's kind of unannounced, but is it good doing a live like Monday at this time, or it's good to do one set Sunday night? I thought about Saturday, Sunday, or Monday, as I have plenty of time at home now, right? So the title of today is Lockdown. Actually, I'm kind of thank you for the like. Who gave me a like? Awesome, guys. I need some likes. I need some. TLC here. Yeah, thank you, guys. Give me a like if you can. It's free. So what I was saying. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yes, Jesse, that's what I thought. I learned a lot of things from you for all these hazmat things, and yeah, N95 and in China they have something they call it a M95, but they say that's BS. It's not a standard. It's their own standard, but that's weird. Um, Oh, okay, good, man, Mr. Mitch. I hope you get something from the government. My kids, I think my kids can get $500 each from the states for something. I was told, so I should apply for some whatever benefits or something like that. Yeah, dear, it's a couple more months that I can work. That's sad. Everybody really wants to work. I mean, this is our livelihood. So thank you, Dennis. Yeah, yeah, thank you, Jesse. And Jesse is my moderator. I will always give Jesse a shout out. He's an awesome guy. And Mr. Mish, Dennis, my patron. He's been supporting my channel for a while, and I really appreciate it. I'm so happy that all of you guys. I'm just so happy. It's just we're just a little group that we won't get busted, right, for gathering. This is the best way to gather, right? And the mayor of Vancouver, Canada, really got pissed yesterday. Um, you know what he said that people are just hanging around in the parks, big groups of people and playing beer pong. And they said beer pong, unbelievable. And he was so mad. And now they are trying to launch, like, give them criminal charges and arrest them and put them in mandatory quarantine, because the reason we are all not working, the stores, everything is just closed, is because we have to stay away from everybody, so this virus will just die off, right? I hope I make sense here. But still, a lot of people is not taking this very seriously. They're taking just like it's a unlimited time vacation, and which I don't really agree on, because even for me, I try to stay at home most of my time. So hopefully I can do more lives for you and make my lives more interesting for you to watch, guys. Yeah, and I hope, uh, yeah, yeah. So let's talk about my life since end of last year. So January, before the Chinese New Year holidays, we planned to go to the Philippines. As my subscribers and friends probably knew that, I went there, and then suddenly I just was planning to go there for 5 days. Okay, and suddenly in Hong Kong there was a breakout on this virus. So when this virus broke loose or whatever, um, school was postponed until March. No, until like February 26th. So after, so we had to go back in time. So we back to Hong Kong for school. So we tried to delay our plane tickets to go back to Hong Kong and just hang in Philippines, because in the Philippines nothing has happened yet. You can still pretty much buy like sanitizer and stuff like that in the Philippines, and there was no panic buying or anything like that. Life was kind of normal. People wasn't really taking precautions or anything, because it wasn't in Philippines at all. So and then we said, okay, February 26th, we want to get back to Hong Kong because school's going to start. So we tried so hard to find tickets back to Hong Kong, um, but it was kind of impossible, because they shut down a lot of flights going back. Because after we decided to stay back, Philippines shut their borders. They didn't want any more foreign visitors to come into Philippines, and that was the time the planes really cut down. A lot of flights cut down coming into Philippines, so we had a really rough time coming in. So while we were in the Philippines, we can, we finally got some tickets to go back to Hong Kong. So on the way going back to Hong Kong, we just wanted, because Hong Kong was still really bad, but there wasn't mandatory quarantine yet. So let's go to North America, where my mom is, and she has a place here, so we can stay here. And there wasn't any serious cases then, right, guys? In February, did you hear much of this Chinese virus or virus coming in, COVID-19? Right? There was Thailand, yeah, Thailand, and later on Korea, right? And Japan, that cruise ship, that was really bad. Yeah, so Hey, stuck in Florida. How you doing, guys? So we went back to Hong Kong for just only a couple of days, so we can change our clothes, change our stuff because here it's gonna be cold. Philippines, Hong Kong, like Philippines is really hot, so we went back and came to North America, and then now we're in North America. Everything is locked down. Everything is kind of closed. Only the supermarkets, drugstores are still open. Uh, and thank you, Dennis. Yeah, Dennis. I met him in Hong Kong. Actually, he visited me. He wanted we hang out. We had some tea, ate some Chinese snacks, food like the McDonald's, but in Asian style. It was very interesting. Yeah, so welcome to our party here, our virus-free party. It's called a what party should we call this? It's nice. Yeah, no beer pongs though. Okay. Yeah, so we went here, and then suddenly, because it's close to the states, we can just it takes an hour just to drive over the border, and then we can get all the stuff we like. And the kids really love to eat meat, so we buy some steaks and stuff like that. Usually we buy some nice steaks because I don't how it might sound weird for you guys. Oh, you just want to go to the states to buy steak, but in Hong Kong, if you buy the same cut, the price be like 3 times, 4 times the price minimum, and it will be frozen solid. But in here, when you go to states, you buy the best steaks. It's just less. It's so fresh. The thing is, it's really it's like paradise for us suddenly. Or if you go to like a steak, when you go to more, you'll easily cost you like $250 US a head, right? So there was so kids are really happy. But now I hope you guys checked out my the video I just did on the border, because that was the last day we can travel freely to the states uh, for for whatever. So now it's closed except for commercial traffic. Uh, it's we got the last supply, so I got kind of a month's supply of stuff from the states, and I we can hopefully we can ride this out, and I hopefully less than a month the borders will be open, because it's just so sucky that we are here and we can't go anywhere, and we can't even go outside to a park or anything. But I think I might uh, I might ride my bike. You think it's a good idea? I'll just ride my bicycle and we'll just ride around the suburbs here. I think that would be pretty safe, right? So my life here. So I don't know what's going on. School in Hong Kong has been postponed to August, no, April 20th. Is it April the 26th? So I have to uh, plan to go back. Everything is online, and I have one Patreon is Gaddy, and he wakes up really early for class and stuff like that. And talking to him, and he was just saying, "Oh well, he has to do this Google class, and he really wants to accommodate the students and stuff like that." But it was really hard. I guess he didn't do the Google Classroom before. Yeah, so we're not really supposed to move around, Dennis. We're just supposed to stay at home and not go anywhere. So uh, the city of Vancouver now is under lockdown, and it's under state of emergency. So restaurants are ordered not to open for seatings and all that. So I think they're still open for takeaway. Even McDonald's, before you can just go in and buy a burger and get out, but now the doors are shut. Only drive-throughs are available. So here where I am, they're taking this very seriously. So I hope everybody's gonna ride through this. This is I thought of it. This virus will just come right here, and it's affecting everybody here. It's affecting you guys too, I'm sure, and it's terrible. Yeah, so there's no Dennis, there's no traveling around here, and And another thing, this the internet sucks. I'm sorry to say, but yeah, it is a mess. And I'm not into politics. Okay, so I was discussing with Jesse, like politics and medical issues. They shouldn't be politicized, right? I mean, everybody should just drop down the political things, and just everybody concentrate on the medical side, just to help the citizens wherever you are, guys, right? And I think NBC or something made a video, counting back in January until now, and the things he was saying before. He says, it's under control, everything is good, everybody's doing excellent job, blah blah blah. And then he's starting, as the time passes, everything is slowly changing into more serious things. And another thing is, I don't know, um, on the WeChat, people has been um, that people are robbing, mugging people on the streets. Have you guys heard that? They're breaking into homes, and really, you guys want to see some things? And they send me this, and it's really sad. It's really sad to hear that, because I thought during this period everybody should be together, and be together. So here, Chinatown. This is Chinatown in San Francisco. Okay, I'll try to show you guys. This old guy had something, a purse or something, and they just took it and ran off. See, they said. So they said, what they said here is that on this video in San Francisco, they said about five black young kids that has just grabbed the guy's groceries or whatever, just grabbed it and just ran away. So that was really bad. And now they would just go out in groups. And this is in San Francisco also. An Asian home has been ransacked, and it's something to it just happened. Hey Mario, how are you? So I'm just showing you guys. This is just what happened a few days ago in San Francisco, and they said they saw some black guys on the CCTV or whatever, and they the broke into their house and stole all these things, and just made the place in a mess. So the house is just like really being violated, and that's really that's really sad. Focus. So these my friend sent these to me, and this guy, it's a Chinese thing. This guy refused to wear a mask, and he's coughing, and everybody is trying to avoid him. So that's another. So nowadays, excuse me, on focusing. Yeah, so that's really sad. You seen that, Jesse? Yeah, it's crap, man. So this is this shit is real. I mean, if you're really that sick, is there any reason that you should be on a subway and not even wearing a mask to protect others from this stupid virus? Hey, G18886. It sounds like San Francisco was going downhill before this. The liberal politics. This has created a lot of crime. Yes, sad. Mr. Mitch, you're from Seattle. I heard the homeless and the drug addicts are really bad. That's sad. Mr. Mitch, humanity can be saddened. Yes, saddening for sure. Mario Almatraz. I have to work tomorrow. Have a good night. Take care. My wife, Christian, says hi. Thank you very much, Mario. Thank you for joining me. So you can catch a little bit later on, on the stream. So you take care, guys. Yeah. So and today I went to actually I went to three places. I went to it's called Michael's. It's like an art store and stuff like that. And it was in downtown Vancouver, Canada. And there's a homeless guy, like typical a bag and then wearing a cap, an unshaven guy just came in to Michael's art supply, and he just grabbed some stuff and just ran out of the store. And I was standing there. I didn't know what to do. Should I tackle him? Should I stop him? There was no security there, and there was just this guy working there saying, "Stop, stop, stop! I'm going to call the police." But by the time they call the police, nothing's going to happen, right? And I told him, "Are you allowed to shoot him?" He said, "This is Canada. You can't just shoot people." I said, "What happens if you tackle the guy and the guy can sue you for assault?" So you can, I don't know, man. I don't know what's the deal in Canada. So there's nothing you can do uh, uh, to stop the guy. They can't. I don't. They don't have a door. Lock the door or something like that. They didn't have a security guard. So when I went out of the store, and he was just a block away, and then he was just holding, seeing what stuff he got. So the cashier told me this stuff is really common. So nowadays, downtown, it just really gets. This is quite norm. This is a norm now. So that's very sad to hear. Oh yeah, 110 COVID deaths. Seattle. Yeah, I think Seattle, Washington State is kind of slowing down right now. They're not. It's already kind of leveled off, right, Mr. Mitch? And other states, I think New York City is really getting it now. And did you guys see the news on in New York City? They covering boarding up all these fancy luxury stores in case people come break in and have a riot there, and that's really sad. Okay, so let's talk about Hong Kong, where I'm living now. Uh, we're trying to get. Oh shoot! An Boeing employee died. That sucks. So yes, that's a good question. G1886. I've since last night I've been trying to find a ticket to go back to Hong Kong. Let me tell you, it's impossible. You forget it. I I forgot this. All the flights full, plus all the flights coming in and out of Canada has been cut. Like there used to be like two, three flights coming in a day. So there's probably one, two flights coming in few days. There are hardly planes returning to Hong Kong. So there, and people would, yeah, rest in peace. The guys who died from this virus. That's really heartbreaking, man. You don't even know where you caught this thing, and the next thing you know, you can't breathe, and that's it, right? It sucks. At least when you when you die from something. At least you know how you got it, right? But this is a really sucky deal. Yeah, man. And yeah, it's just very emotional. I feel really sad about this. This thing has just been, you guys are seeing it in the news these few weeks, right? I've been seeing this crap since January, and now where running away from. This thing is just going after me. So, guys, do you think I'm bringing you guys this virus? I mean, wherever I am, seriously, it's just following me, and I just hope this thing can just level off and just, you know, yeah, Hong Kong, Hong Kong, it's on the hell. The property prices, business, stock exchange, everything is dead. Um, this and protesters, they are now just they're still having a protest at night now. Yeah, nothing has stopped them. The protest is not going to die. And Hong Kong now, um, As you guys probably heard, in Italy, in Spain, in the UK, there are a lot of cases, right? So my niece was in UK in a boarding school, and they decide to shut the school earlier. So they just said, okay, today's like Wednesday, we're gonna shut it on Friday. So all these students don't know where to stay, right? Their parents are not there, whatever, they're just by themselves. So all the parents trying to, they're really struggling to buy a ticket back to Hong Kong. So that created a lot of chaos. So people were paying up to how much for like, how much they pay? They pay like $8,000 US for a one-way ticket back to Hong Kong from UK. So you have to go from UK to Netherlands and Netherlands back to Hong Kong. You can't even get a direct flight. Yeah, that picture was scary, man. And all these people, they spend so much money buying these hazmat suits. And so my two nieces are back in Hong Kong now. And the thing is, now, if even though if I got a ticket back to Hong Kong, I have to wear this bracelet on me, so they would monitor me. Somehow it's like whatever connects to your cell phone. So if you leave your home or whatever, there'll be a alert and they know. So now there are, since that happened, 35 people has just disregarded the quarantine. So a lot of people just went, there are a lot of expats that went back to Hong Kong. So what they did is just went to the bar area to have a drink and just go bar hopping. And that really infected a lot of people. So now Hong Kong, the curve is just going up and now, going up now, because a lot of new people are getting infected because of these inconsiderate people that come back to Hong Kong and not quarantine themselves. So that's yeah, at least 6 feet away. So even now, when everywhere we go, even here, that we just keep our distance. I don't wear the mask, but I always have my hand sanitizers with me. Yeah, this and they cut these bracelets off, so they will be notified. So now they are imposing, I think they're gonna fine if you tamper with that thing or you leave your home. It's going to be a $800 US fine, and the maximum penalty is 6 months in prison. So that's a pretty stiff penalty. Same as here in the Vancouver city. If you get caught hanging around in a park or something like that, that's going to be a stiff fine, and they will send you to jail too. This is how serious this thing is right now. So Dennis, I do not want to get the political. I cry, I miss the country. Yeah, a lot of my friends want to go visit Hong Kong. It's the protest, and it's the virus, and just now I heard on the news, unstable unstable connection. Sorry for the bad connection. Yeah, so everything has gone chaos. Yeah, so I'm just gonna upgrade this cable. And do you know something about Canada? Uh, in Canada, home internet is not unlimited. You can get a 15, 20 gig plan, or you can get, I think, a little bit more 50 gig plan. So this is this is the one of the sucky things. And the kids right now, they're having Google Classroom and Zoom. So they have the classroom, and then the Zoom is the teacher can see your face and you can interact with the teacher. So at this time they're having classes time. So I guess one of the slow, this is one of this is why this internet is getting slow, because they're sucking a lot of data right now. Yeah, man, Mr. Mitch. Yeah, when's the border gonna open? Can I defect and go back to the States. But I heard that if you got American passport, they can't deny you entry, even though they like banned, like stop the border from leisure travel tourism. Yeah, but you don't want, you just have to stick with the general rules, and it's for the sake of every citizen in this, in the world. We just have to listen and respect the rules and stay safe. And that's I think that's how it is now. We thought China was really bad. People couldn't get out of the doors and stuff like that, right? We were kind of saying, yeah, China, blah blah blah. And now it's our turn, guys. We gotta be together. We gotta, you know, keep this shit together and just ride it out. When you hear people die from this. So it's a very slow internet. Oh, here I am. Okay, so thank you, Mr. Mitch. You fly a drone. I'll stay on the other side of the Peace Arch. Okay, and then I'll wait for your drone for some steaks. Awesome, guys. Thank you. Anyways, if you guys can give me a like, it's free. The like is like $1 million to me, and I really do appreciate it, and really gives me the motivation to do more videos for you guys. Hey, Noah SS, how are you doing? Hey, yeah, everybody's prepping for dinner. Our dinner time is now, we adjust our dinner time is 10 p.m. Pacific time. So 10 p.m. is 1 o'clock, around 1 o'clock afternoon. That's when they get an hour's break. So I prepare. So if you guys, thank you for likes, guys. Thank you. It's amazing, guys. Guys are amazing. You're legends. Thank you. Yeah, and check my Instagram out if you can. Give me a like on Facebook, or follow me on Facebook. Oh, Jess, it's 12:20. Oh, thank you. Oh, Jess, you're an amazing guy. You're always the first guy to comment, always the first guy to help me out on the live chat, and you're just amazing dude, man. I really appreciate it. And you're a man with great knowledge and stuff like that. Learned a lot from you chatting today with you, guy. Appreciate it. So now, and you check my Instagram, because when I cook my meal now, I always like cooking at home. That's a joy. And when everybody enjoys my dinner, that's just top of the world. So usually when I cook, when I do a meal after this, I usually post it on Instagram, so you can check out what I ate tonight. Yeah. So and you guys, in this little group here, we're a virus-free group here, uh, and we have our distances, but we are close together in our hearts. That's awesome. So I'm gonna sign off now, and it's really nice doing the live with you guys. And check out these tech videos if you can. Another thing before I leave you guys, yeah, thank you guys stuck in Florida, appreciate it. Really seriously, guys, look into the bidet. I mean, okay, I'm just gonna be really explicit on this bidet thing. Okay, they are the cheap bidet. They are the expensive bidets. So the cheap one, to plug it in, it will heat up the water, it heat up the seat. Okay, but probably never experienced it. But when you finish doing your thing and you start spraying your butt, that's one of the highlights of your time in the toilet, especially when your butt is really clean. Okay. How can I say this without being so gross? When you see little flakelets, come out. Sorry for being gross, but when you use this bidet, it really makes a difference, because the toilet paper doesn't really clean that really well. Okay, guys. So I just want to finish trick bidet that I installed for my mother, and I have an electric bidet installed for myself. I installed for myself about 4 years now. That's in my bathroom, and there's one for my mother. So maybe since I'm at home, I'm gonna do two bidets to tell you the differences and what's good about it. But I won't show you the flaky parts, okay? Because those flaky parts are so satisfying. Sorry, guys, I'm just gross. Yeah. And another thing is, yeah, upside down shower. Yeah. Uh, I last time I put a link on the non-electrical bidet, and I checked back on Amazon. It's already all gone. So people are buying bidets now because a lot of models that I checked out before I was recommending, they are out of stock. So maybe you guys, just check in down the link description box below and just check it out. And I'll promise you guys I'll do a bidet and show you how awesome it is. Okay, so I'm signing off today, and thank you very much, you guys. You guys are awesome. I love you guys all. Be safe. Clean your hands. Clean your. Even me doing the live, I have my hand sanitizer with me. Here, focus. You see, I got the Band-Aid one. Okay, always have this sanitizer with you wherever you go. And as we speak, I'm gonna use some sanitizer. So what I do is just put some sanitizers. Even though I'm at home, I always have this here. Okay, guys, I'm all clean now, and I'm gonna do some cooking for everybody. So you guys have a good break, have a good rest tonight, and I'll see you on the live soon. So good night, and thank you very much for joining me. You guys are legends. Bye bye.